When you hear the word cult, you probably picture people in matching robes chanting under a full moon, or some wild Netflix doc where everyone drinks mystery juice and stares into the distance. But cults aren't just something that happened back in the 70s with bad haircuts and even worse Kool-Aid. They're still around today, hiding in plain sight, and understanding how they work is, well, simple actually. Let's start with the greatest hits. Back in the 1950s, a charming preacher named Jim Jones started a group called the People's Temple. At first, it sounded great. Equality, justice, helping the poor. Politicians loved it, regular people joined it, and everyone felt like they were building a better world. Fast forward to 1978, and Jones had moved hundreds of followers to a jungle camp in Guyana called Jonestown. There, more than 900 people died after being forced to drink poisoned Flavor Aid. Imagine giving up your entire life only to go out drinking the off-brand. That's tragedy with a side of insult. But cults aren't all about poison punch and dramatic endings. They're everywhere, and not all of them are religious. Some are political. Some are business opportunities. Some are therapy groups that somehow end up deciding who you can marry and how many hours of sleep you get. They can look like self-improvement classes, meditation retreats, or even a trendy online community. The common recipe? A super intense ideology, a charismatic leader, and a promise that this group has the answers to all of life's messy questions. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The people who join cults are not gullible weirdos. They're normal. They're us. Cult recruiters aren't out there looking for people who collect tinfoil hats. They look for people who are lonely, stressed, or searching for meaning. New in town, just got dumped? Feeling lost? Congratulations, you're a glowing neon open for recruitment sign. And here's the kicker. Over 2/3 of cult members are invited by someone they already know. A friend, a co-worker, a cousin who just wants you to come to one meeting. It doesn't feel like a trap because it doesn't start like a trap. So how does a cult actually reel you in? Think of it like a 5-step con, but with way more group hugs. Step 1, the hook. They come across warm, welcoming, and totally normal. They invite you to a casual dinner, a free seminar, maybe a yoga class with suspiciously long eye contact. They shower you with love and attention. Psychologists call this love bombing. You call it finally finding your people. It feels amazing at first. Step 2, the bubble. Slowly, the group starts taking up more of your time. More meetings, more events, more volunteer activities. They suggest you spend less time with negative friends or family who don't understand. Suddenly, your entire social circle is people who agree with the leader. Questioning anything feels like questioning everyone you care about. Step 3, the script. Once you're inside, they control the story. They've got all the answers, spiritual, political, cosmic, you name it. They'll use guilt, don't you want to grow? Fear, the outside world is dangerous? Or even flattery, you're special for understanding this, to keep you hooked. They might keep you busy, sleep deprived, or constantly on edge so you don't have the energy to think critically. And when everyone around you acts totally sure, doubting starts to feel not only scary, but rude. Step 4, the loyalty test. Now it's not just about what you believe, it's about what you do. Leaders start asking for bigger sacrifices, money, time, maybe even control over your relationships or living situation. They frame it as devotion, but really they're just tightening the leash. And because you've already given so much, your brain pulls a cruel trick called cognitive dissonance. The more you sacrifice, the harder it is to admit you might be wrong. Step 5, the exit trap. By this point, leaving feels impossible. Your friends are inside. Your identity is tied to the group. If you try to walk away, you risk rejection, humiliation, or even threats. Cult leaders don't just want followers, they want forever followers. That's why breaking free can feel like escaping a mental escape room designed by a very manipulative escape room master. And here's a plot twist. Many mainstream religions technically started as cults. The difference? Most eventually integrate into society, let you keep your day job, and don't require you to cut off your grandma. Modern cults stay isolated and demand loyalty to a human leader who acts like the final boss of your life. The good news? People do get out. Sometimes the leader screws up. Sometimes a friend or family member breaks through the bubble. Sometimes members simply start noticing the cracks. It's not easy. It can take therapy, rebuilding your social life, and a lot of emotional duct tape. But escape happens more often than you'd think. So how do you avoid the trap? Watch for red flags. Anyone promising all the answers is selling something. Anyone telling you to cut off loved ones for your growth is controlling you. Anyone saying don't think, just trust is basically handing you a giant flashing run sign. Believing in something bigger than yourself can be beautiful. But if that belief costs you your freedom, your relationships, or your ability to think for yourself, that's not enlightenment. That's a sales pitch with a cage. Cults thrive because they make the prison look like a paradise. They sell belonging, purpose, and clarity, and then quietly take everything else. People don't join because they're weak. They join because they're human. And that's scary. So hey, if you're looking for a group to join, there's a perfectly harmless little cult called the subscribe button right below this video. Click it and you'll get belonging, entertainment, and zero poison punch. Now that's a movement worth joining.